What you're about to hear is an actual demonstration of Hotseat-based lightning rounds. In 1 minute, tell everybody what you do, who you do it for, and where you do it.
I'm a medical doctor, and I also have medical laser centers, 2 of them in 2 different towns.
Okay. So to get $250 in, to do a $250 procedure, what's it cost you?
Well, the original cost was the main thing. After that, it's just my machine cost.
But if you're paying for it, every additional person above servicing your debt and your overhead is all. It's not 100% profit, but incrementally you got the technicians' time if they do it. You got if there's any cream you put on, if you give them an orange juice. It's pretty simple, isn't it? So theoretically, you could on a $250 transaction be making $200.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay. But you're not just making $200. Every time you make $200, theoretically, you're making 4 to 5 times that if they come back, right?
That's right.
And that's another. So it's worth $18,000. So you're doubling your money up front, and you're accruing 4 to 5 more transactions on the back end, right?
Yes.
Okay. And how often do you run the ads?
Well, every week there are
How many
ads run,
times?
once a week.
And the reason you only run once a week is?
Well, that is how we have done it up to now. 90% of our clientele come from direct referrals from client to client.
Okay, but if you know that every time again, I'm just taking what you just told me. I'm sticking with one application. If you know that when you spend $1,500, you double your money up front and you accrue 4 to 5 times that on the back end, and you only run it one time, why wouldn't you want to run it literally till it broke even?
Well, we could.
I know there's but why don't you? You're a scientist.
Well, the main reason was cost that we felt.
But it doesn't cost. It's a profit center.
Yeah.
And it's actually it's not even just a profit center. It's a front end profit center that accrues. I mean, what do you invest in the stock market?
A little bit.
If you could get, let's see, 200 times 5. If you could get 1,000% return a year on your investment, would you borrow money for that?
Yes. 1,000% interest.
Well, if you got 1,000% ROI on your money every year, would you borrow money to be able to, if you had to pay, what, 12%, 10%, it'd be a pretty good yield, wouldn't it?
Yes.
You might consider, first of all, if the front end ads work, first thing I would do is run them more often. The next thing I would do would be to experiment. So you get referrals. Okay, your referrals come internally, right?
Yes.
What referral marketing do you do?
Well, we have an affiliate program where we're giving affiliate type of cards for the clients.
And what do they get for that?
When they send in clients back, we give them a 10% discount in a check form for them.
Okay, all right. If you tested any other approach?
No.
Okay, do you think there might be other approaches, either as productive, which means you could do them concurrently, or more productive, meaning you could do those in lieu of or primary in the, like, for example, do you think if at the point of the first procedure, you just establish with your client, your patient, that you are a referral-generated practice, and even though they may have come from an ad, the bulk of your clients come from referral, and you give preference on scheduling and on procedures to people that are referred to them. And if they have anybody in their life who is worried about veins or worried about any of the other indications, that in the strategy of preeminence, that you encourage them to at least come to you for a consult. Because they are a client, you will waive any consultation fee, and you program them for referrals. You think that might generate a few? You think if you did a daring, remember I talked about testing? If you did a test and you picked, how many cases a month? 250?
Yeah.
250. If you said, okay, I'm going to try 25 this month, and I'm going to say to them, if you have anybody else in your life who you think would benefit, we will let them come for the first procedure, half price, and if they like it and come back, we'll give you, if you did something like that, you think that if they brought 25 people, half of them would come back knowing they're worth $1,000 more on the back end?
Yes.
A lot of things you can do. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.